All right, just having a look at this rear roller door in this garage. Bit of damage. It's a bit worse than I expected. Just a quick reminder, if you find my videos helpful, a quick Google review keeps these videos coming. Got a few dings in the center as well. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to try and repair. Let's have a look. All right, that's pushed in a fair bit, but it's maybe possible. I reckon we'll start with the door in the tracks before we remove anything. Let's have a look behind the door. It's unlocked already. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's a big ding there. Going to be a tricky one. Now, it's never going to be 100%. Yeah, that's a lot worse than I expected. How old is this door? 2022. Not as bad from the outside. It's going to take a bit of effort. Let's go and grab some tools and we'll see how we go. So this is what we're going to start with. We've got some heat in the way of a flame. We can use a heat gun. Got a very solid steel block. This is used in crash repairs. Bit of a dolly. And I've got a hammer that's used in crash repair as well. I do put some tape on the end so it doesn't mark the paint on the garage door. And I've got a bit smaller hammer as well, just for those little fine dings. So I'm going to retape the front of the hammer with some fresh tape. I'll do that now. So I've scraped most of that tape off. And I'm going to put some more duct tape on there. All right, freshly duct taped up. That'll give us a non-marking surface. Let's go and get into it. Oh, you know, I've done the same thing on the edges of the dolly as well, in case we have to use that on the outside of the door. It's never 100% guaranteed, but it does eliminate too many scratches. So the first thing I'm going to do is work on this bigger portion of damage here. Because it's sticking way out, I'm just going to apply some heat, and then ideally I'll use the end of the hammer to push that in as much as I can and just mold it and work it back into a rough shape. Sometimes it actually comes up pretty good, but yeah, this one is really damaged. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, but yeah, just grab your heat gun or a very gentle flame. I mean, this one's not that gentle, it's MAP gas, but a bit of heat. Obviously don't melt the paint. I'm actually running out of gas. I think I've got my new bottle somewhere. So now that's quite hot. Very warm actually. Grab the end of your hammer and we're just going to push. That one's probably the central main part of the damage. We're just going to push on that. And look at that already. Bloody hell, that is beautiful. And I'm holding the camera and the hammer, so I'm only using one hand. That, it's coming along quite nicely. I'm bloody surprised that come up that good. So I'm just going to keep working that with the end of the hammer. That's all you need, wooden hammer, or even a bit of timber. You could probably use that down there. And just gently work that around. And then we'll get on to putting the dolly behind it. And that doesn't quite fit. Go from the other side and we'll tap that flat as well and do these dents as well. So I'm going to continue working on this with a bit more heat, a bit more pushing, and a bit of tapping, and we'll come back and see how it looks. All right, so we've got the heavy steel dolly. We've placed that inside the ridge of the door or on the flat surface. like so. And then we come on the inside, and then we hit against the dents. Unfortunately, I don't have 3 hands, but when that's on the other side, you have a nice solid base to sandwich against, and that will shrink the dents in between the hammer and the dolly, and those dents will slowly shrink away. As you can see, it's looking pretty good, especially from the outside. Pretty good. So a little bit more, and this side will be pretty awesome compared to before. And then we'll work on these ones. So yeah, so far so good. So with these ones, same thing, grab the end of your wooden handle that's non-marking, and you can just gently massage those out. You can almost sometimes use your thumb, and you can actually just push on them. That one's already pushed in, that one's pushed out. It's a bit stretched on both sides. So what we can do is go to the center and really push that in. Then we can use the dolly to flatten that out. But yes, I'm just using the end of the hammer to massage those in. And then we'll try and flatten them out as best we can from the other side with the dolly inside the ridge. All right, from what it was before, look at that. That's actually pretty good. So if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't know. Nice and straight. Let's check out the other side. Now, I already told you it's not going to be perfect, but that, compared to how it was before, especially that corner, that's about as best you'll get that. There's just a bit of dust there. Look at that. And we also give it the 1 meter rule. You don't get closer than 1 meter. Now in certain bits of sunlight and shadows, it will look worse, but cosmetically that's even pretty bloody good. Now let's get in close and we'll actually see what is left, which actually isn't too bad. A lot of that's just dust, which makes it look worse. But yeah, dent wise, that is actually looking pretty good. So let's get up even closer and we'll have a good look. So in the right shadows, you can see there that metal is a bit too damaged and warped to get perfect, but could also do with a little bit of touch-up paint along these marks. But repair-wise, that for a just a rear roll door in your backyard, definitely passable. Otherwise, it could cost up to $1,000 to get a new door put in here. I think we just have to repair that little bit of track there as well. But other than that, job done. I'm that roller door bloke. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next great garage door tip. And remember, if this video helped you out and you've got a spare minute, jump onto Google, chuck us a quick review. This gives me more jobs and keeps these videos coming.